Hey everyone, it's Heidi with Hush Hush Mag. It's been a while, but I'm finally back. Today I want to talk about oat milk because I love it, and as someone who is lactose intolerant, I can't drink regular milk all the time in high quantities. However, I eat and drink things that need a lot of milk all the time. So I've always been on a lifelong quest for the best milk substitute, and oat milk has been really cool, and I've been trying all the different brands. So I figured today it might be useful to some people to share some of the different brands that I've found and the ones I've liked the most and when I use it or how I use it. So let's get into it. So I don't even know where to start. I guess I'll start with giving you guys just an idea of how oat milk obsessed I am and exactly how many different brands I've tried. So let me see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It looks like I have 8 different brands here today. I will start with what I would call like the number one, hands down, best one, which is Oatly brand. They have this Barista, what they call the Barista edition version that I really like. And I love it because it's perfect for both making chai lattes, chocolate milks, which I drink all the time every week, and it froths really nicely. And it's also good for just like a bowl of cereal or whatever it is. And so I like it as like a multi-purpose option. I can use it for anything and I just have to buy one product. So I'll show you guys a little bit of like how it froths later on, but number one, first place I would say is Oatly Barista Edition. So definitely try it out. I'll give you guys an idea of what it looks like when you pour it. I'm opening it up right now. Just dropped the container. So here's my glass, and this is what it looks like. So as you can see, it's mostly like, it's like an off-white color, which I like. It's not too white, which sometimes freaks me out because they're trying too hard to look exactly like milk. Yeah, and how does it taste? It tastes smooth, I think is the number one thing that comes to my mind. I also like it because you can actually taste the oats, which not all oat milks have that taste of like oat properly. And I wouldn't say it's sweet, but has like a slightly sweet aftertaste, so not sour or salty or nothing. It doesn't taste like water. So I just feel like it has overall really great flavor, smoothness, color, everything. And like I said, it froths up really nicely. And I think I might actually do a demo, at least just of this one, for you guys to see. I have my frother here. I bought this frother on Amazon a while ago. The brand is Miroko, and it was pretty cheap. It was like 30 bucks. It has only 2 buttons. All it does is froth my oat milks in the morning for my chai lattes, and I love it, especially during this pandemic. It makes me feel like I can have a Starbucks experience at home. So I'm gonna froth this up. So it's finally finished frothing, and it looks amazing. If you guys can see here, you can see it's super foamy. Let me pour it into this cup that I showed you guys earlier. You'll see this is thick foam, basically. I don't know if you can really see that, but it's really good. Let me pour it all in and see. You can see the foam over there. It's awesome. So that's why I was telling you guys I love the Oatly Barista blend. The other thing you can do if you don't have a steamer or a frother, you can also just take the container itself, make sure the lid is closed tight, and just shake it really vigorously for like 30 seconds. And when you do that and you pour it out, it actually comes out pretty foamy as well. So that was a cool trick that I found for myself before I actually bought a steamer. And since I enjoyed that so much, I was like, you know what, let me just buy a frother because I'm tired of shaking this thing every morning. But if you want to just try it out without a frother, you can do that too. So that's pretty much everything about Oatly Barista Blend, or Barista Edition. Love it, try it. So the next best option that I really enjoy is Califa. Califa is a brand that I used to try mostly for their almond milk, and then I started to notice that they do oat milk, and they also have a barista blend for oat milk. So let me pour some in so I can explain to you guys why I like the Califa version. I will also note while I'm pouring this that, let me pour it up here. As you guys can see, it's also kind of like a darker color versus what we saw with Oatly. You can actually see the foam from the Oatly at the top. You can see the darker brown of the Califa oat milk at the bottom. We have a taste. The Califa oat milk is definitely slightly sweeter. It's also pretty creamy and tasty in general. It steams pretty well and shakes nicely. You can do the same trick you do for the Oatly with this. I would only rate it as secondary because, like I was telling you guys, I really like oatmeal, like as a product. So the fact that Oatly actually tastes like oats is something I really enjoy. Whereas Califa, it's made out of oats, but I don't know, for some reason it just doesn't have the same oat aftertaste. So it's still really good. And whenever there is an Oatly available or Oatly is like overpriced, like you'll definitely notice you go to the supermarket and sometimes Oatly will be $6 for no reason, and then you'll have Califa right next to it for $2.50 or $3, and I'll just grab Califa. I love Oatly, but not like that. So yeah, definitely try out Califa, also barista blend for your oat milk needs. Okay, so now I'll go a little bit faster through all the other brands that I've tried. In third place, I would actually put the Chobani Oat. I know I have the vanilla version here. The vanilla one is okay, but I think I'd actually recommend the plain one so that you can actually flavor the milk however it is you want or need. But I love buying this when I know I'm going to have a recipe that needs a lot of milk. As you can see with the Oatly and the Califa brands, you get only 1 quart, whereas with this you can get an actual, I don't know if this is a gallon. It's not a gallon, it's like half a gallon, I guess, basically. So you get double. So whenever I think I'm gonna make, like, I don't know, pancakes, or gonna be eating a lot of cereal, or trying to make like a bunch of smoothies, anytime I need volume of oat milk, I usually go for the Chobani Oat. And it's very, you can see in the image, and the image is actually kind of accurate. It's super white, and so it kind of looks the most like milk as well. And it's pretty tasty, but it just doesn't have the same flavor as Oatly does, which is why it's in third place and not first place. But it's overall really good and really solid, super smooth, very creamy. So I'm sure some people might actually prefer this to Oatly or to Califa. And I know some people probably say, oh, but Oatly has like a bigger container version of their milk, which is true. But when I tried it, honestly, it just didn't taste the same as the smaller version. I guess because it's not Barista. Like the Oatly non-Barista version just doesn't taste as great to me as the Barista version. So I think that's why if I want something Barista-esque in terms of the smoothness, the foaminess, the creaminess, but I need more volume, then I go with Chobani Oat. So that's Chobani, third place. And then in fourth place, I found this brand of oat milk called MALK, M-A-L-K. I don't know if that's actually the brand or if that's just how they want to call their oat milk, because I didn't look to see if they have other types of milks. Like I know Califa, and I think Oatly, definitely Chobani, I think they have like almond milk and soy milk, and oat milk is just another one of their brands, but this brand I'm not sure. I just saw this singular one, and I saw it at Erewhon, which is a chain based out of LA, and I have to say, MALK on its own, out of the box or bottle in this case, it actually doesn't taste that great. But where it really exceeds is if you need a dense foam experience for a latte or anything like that. So I'll pour it so you guys see how it looks. As you can see, it's a pretty neutral flavor, quite similar to how Oatly looks. And when you taste it, it's just, I don't know, kind of plain. So I don't know, it didn't really stand out to me. But it wasn't until I actually put it into my steamer and I saw how creamy and foamy it came out. So I'm gonna put this little bit into the steamer, into the frother, so I can show you guys how it comes out. And I only put a little bit just to show you how much foam you can get even from a little bit of this milk. So I just finished frothing the MALK brand. And I don't know if you guys can see this, but it's incredibly foamy. It's like a really thick, dense foam. Can you see that? It's literally almost no milk. It's that much milk and that much foam. So if you need foam in your life and you live for foam, MALK is your brand. And you know, I think one of the reasons why it doesn't taste like much is because I was looking at the ingredients. You guys will see it only has 3 ingredients, which is one of its selling points, that it's like very simple, 3 simple ingredients. So it's basically filtered water, gluten-free oats, and Himalayan salt, and that's it. Whereas the other brands, sorry Oatly, they have a significant list. What is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, more than 5 lines of ingredients. And I think same thing for Chobani. Chobani is a little bit longer even. So I think that's the main benefit of MALK. You get great foam, simplicity. It even says oil-free, which I think a lot of the other brands use coconut milk or whatever. So it doesn't taste that great out of the box, but if you need to foam something up or get like a lot of foam in your drink and you enjoy that, or you want to do some like latte art or something, highly recommend MALK for that reason. So that's 5th place. So at this point, I'll just show you guys the other brands, because not to say that like I hate them, but I just kind of bought it once to try it out, and you know, it is what it is. So I tried Elmhurst brand, which they have a barista edition of oat milk, and it tasted just meh. I think the notable thing for this one is one serving is only 80 calories. All the other brands have 100 plus calories, so maybe if you're focused on calories, you could go for this one. But like I said, didn't taste like anything special. They also say that it steams beautifully. I didn't bother putting this one in the steamer or in the frother, but yeah, that's another option. I also saw at the what do you call the store, Erewhon, the same place where I saw MALK, I saw one called Minor Figures Oat Milk, and they start out the I in milk. It says organic dairy-free oat drink formulated for coffee. It tastes okay. Again, nothing special about it from what I could see, and doesn't foam up at all. So for me, that was just like not super useful. And then there was another one called Open Nature, I think from the store called Vaughn's, and they have lactose-free barista oat milk non-dairy beverage. To me, that's like the longest description ever to just say oat milk, but you know, whatever. And it's supposed to be barista as well, but when I tried to froth it up, it didn't really do very much. I was not impressed. So it was okay, but probably will not be buying it again. And then last but definitely not the least, you have good old Trader Joe's oat beverage. And the fact that they call it beverage instead of milk, I thought that was really funny. Maybe they're trying to avoid legal issues, who knows? I also like that they only have 2 ingredients in their oat milk, just water and hydrolyzed oats. Guys, I have no idea what hydrolyzed means. It sounds scary. I'm gonna Google it later, but you know, considering that MALK was trying to say we only have 3 ingredients, what's the difference? Himalayan salt. MALK put salt in theirs, and Trader Joe's was like, we ain't even gonna give you that. Like, this is it. So the great thing about the TJ's one is it's consistent in price, so the price doesn't go up and down like Oatly's or other brands, and it actually tastes pretty good. It doesn't really foam up, so that's the reason I don't buy it a ton, because like I said, I drink a lot of chai lattes and hot chocolate and I want my foam, so I don't really mess with it. But it's nice, it tastes good, it's creamy, it's smooth, nothing weird about it, and it's only 2 ingredients. So that is the list of all the different oat milks that I have tried. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, even though it's a little bit longer. I hope it's useful to somebody. And let me know if you guys have any other questions about oat milk or want me to review any other oat products, because I love this stuff. So let me know. Thanks.